The people who once you're told you're sick, your mind switches off. Kenya is actually in the, is it red?
Category A,
Category A, yeah. In category A when it comes to doping.
Women on track, number 1 would be Beatrice Chebet, definitely.
Why do we have these cases coming up every now and then? We also had Ronix. He was banned after breaking the 10K
record. If somebody can just come up from outside and like inject you, that's what she said.
I don't believe as someone is going to inject me with something that we've not agreed. Hello everyone, welcome to this week's recap. We are doing track and field. I'm with my host Abigail.
Hi everyone, so today we're going to talk about our thoughts on the nominees of the World Athletics Awards who we think will make the list, and also look at the top performers of track and field this season, which has been a very long season but productive. We shall also talk about the doping scandals that have been happening in the country. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
So, Abby, who do you think is going to get? Who do you think, according to you, did give a good performance when it comes to the track? Which female athlete do you think had a good performance this season?
On the top of my head, Beatrice Chebet carries the day. From like starting the season with the 10,000 meters world record. First of all, it was cross country, defending her title, then 10,000 meters world record, then a series of wins, Paris Olympics, double gold, 5K and 10, ending her season with the 5,000 meter trophy, Diamond League trophy. So I feel like this season was hers to dominate, and she really did it. Yeah.
I also feel Chebet has been the most outstanding performer when it comes to the female athletes, especially considering last year she just broke the 5K road running record on the last day of the year, and then she came with the same energy and broke the 10K, coming to win the Diamond Leagues. It has taken her a lot for her to be on top of the other athletes. Of course, they have also done their part, but she is the most outstanding. Also think the other athlete I'll give to is Tara Davis-Woodhull. Tara has been very consistent. I love her energy, and the same thing I may replicate back to her track. From her coming to win the Olympics, it has taken her a lot.
I watched an interview of hers where she was talking about she almost gave up after the Olympics 2020 in Tokyo, because I'm sure she wanted to get the gold but didn't get the gold. Going to the World Championships in Budapest, there was no gold for her too. So she was talking about how she wanted to give up, but her husband Hunter came through for her, and you see, this season has been ecstatic for her. Yeah.
So for the men, I'll give it to Jacob Ingebrigtsen. Honestly, Jacob has done a lot. He has broken 2 world records, the 2,000 and 3,000. That's not an easy feat for him. And the reason why he's also exemplary is because these are distances that are commonly broken by Africans, by this, I mean Ethiopians or Kenyans, but now it has taken him to break these. So that is quite a good performance. I'll give that to him. He has been performing quite well.
For me, I think I would give it to Tebogo, Letsile Tebogo, starting his season with a 300-meter world best, losing his mom mid-season and showing up at the Olympics with the 200-meter gold, beating Noah Lyles. See, that's like a huge feat. And going on to win a series of Diamond League meetings after the Olympics, where most athletes are always wamefunga season. After Olympics, watu wamefunga season, but Tebogo showed up, and so I'd give it to him.
Who do you think the World Athletics is going to nominate in their various categories in the 2024? So for the women on track, whom do you think Abby is going to be nominated? Which woman?
Women on track, number 1 would be Beatrice Chebet. Definitely, I feel like she makes the list. Her outstanding portfolio this season has been amazing, and she's done well. She's done well for herself. I also think Gabby Thomas makes the list, winning triple gold at the Olympics in the 4x4, 4x1 and the 200 meters. That's amazing for her. Also being part of the Athlos organizing committee and all that, and the Olympics happening, I feel like she did her best. So Beatrice and Gabby Thomas make the list for me.
I also think I'll give it to Faith Kipyegon. Faith Kipyegon has been very consistent since last season, breaking her own record, being on top of her game, not losing anything, any race that she has been into. If they give her a second chance to nominate her, well and good.
Yeah, considering also what happened at the Olympics during the 5,000 meters, where she was disqualified for a moment, and then just going ahead to win the 1,500 meters. That was showed how mentally strong she was. So I think she's also a good fit for the nominees. Also, Yaroslava, the Ukrainian, considering the war that is going on, and she just manages to put all that behind and show up and show out for her event and doing what she does best. She was also talking about how Nairobi shaped her career when she was here in 2021 for the World Under 20 and won the gold, and that's how she just started becoming invested. So I feel like she will make the list.
For the men's is a bit tricky because every man has been showing up when it comes to the field events. Every man has been showing up. We don't have people who have been really dominating. But for me, I'll give it to Tamberi from Italy. I feel Tamberi did quite a good job, especially in the Olympics. He really did his best. Actually, he was diagnosed with, were they kidney stones or something? Something he was diagnosed with after he had already done the first round. He was diagnosed with it. But this guy is quite strong. I mean, there are people who once you're told you're sick, your mind switches.
They want to
went
go
ahead and he did his part. Despite the fact that he did not retain his glory that he took back in 2020, but he did quite good. He has been winning the Diamond League meeting, so I'll give it to Tamberi. He's quite strong for it. I'm sure next season he has a lot. But for us, the rest I'm going to leave it open when it comes to the men's field. A lot of men have been showing up. So it's quite open.
And I also feel like Tamberi is just a definition of consistency. So he has to make the list, definitely. For me, my nominees will be Ryan Cruiser. I feel like he has been really consistent, and he also has like willingness to teach upcoming athletes. So for him, just winning the gold at the Olympics, his third gold at the Olympics, I feel like was a definition of his consistency. Finishing second, and he has been in the game for long. So I feel like finishing second at the Diamond League meeting final was also something outstanding for him, having been in a long season.
Something you mentioned about Nairobi, especially the Kipkeino Classic. For some reason, I feel it is a kismat for most of the athletes who have been coming here. Those who have been winning or showing up and getting good times and whatever it takes for them to be here, they have gone out here, be it World Championship, Olympics, whichever type of big stage they're in, it has become quite the kismat for them. Everyone has been used to last year. I thought Sha'Carri went ahead to win the World Champs. This year we had Tebogo. It's quite a kismat for them. So back to our final discussion, the doping case. Kenya is actually in the, is it red?
Category A.
Category A, in Category A when it comes to doping. We are really doing a lot of quite not good things. The recent case being the Immaculate case, I feel it's quite demoralizing to the upcoming athlete. She was banned for 4 years, or is it 4 years?
4, I think 4.
She has been given a ban after she was found with, is it testosterone?
Yeah, testosterone and EPO.
EPO. So what do you think, is it greed by the coaches or the athletes themselves? Why do we have these cases coming up every now and then? We also had Ronix. He was banned after winning a 10K and having breaking the 10K record. So what do you think is leading to these things? Like people are just getting banned, and the stars, not just any.
Not just any.
They just at the peak, they get banned.
And that's how things happen. So I feel like number one, athletes. There are some who want the glory faster. They don't want to invest and work hard in training. They just want to have it easy for themselves. And sometimes you have also to check the management that you're working with, because you see, like the Faith Chepkoech, the youngster. She was just coming up nicely, and she alleged that someone injected her with the EPO and she didn't know. You see, that means people surrounding her are not very credible people, because if somebody can just come from outside and like inject you, that's what she said. So I feel like, number one, some athletes don't want to put in the work. They don't want to work hard to get to the top. They just want to have the shortcuts, and you know, boom, they have made it. For someone like Immaculate was very hopeful, dominating cross country. I was very sure she was going to go to the Olympics. I don't know what happened during the trials. The 5,000 trials at the National Stadium, she was not there. So I feel like athletes have to be patient. They have to learn the art of patience if they are to make it. And also I feel like the government and ADAC are doing a really great job by testing and testing and testing. And they told Kenyans to just brace for, like, with numerous tests, many cases will be reported, but it's a good sign because now many people are being found and we are continuing to progress well. But yeah, athletes should just learn the art of patience, and also, I don't know, like, not be illiterate per se. Like, they should always be keen on who they interact with, what they ingest in their bodies. Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, and honesty, like, be honest with yourself, for you to avoid these things, because I don't believe that as someone is going to inject me with something that we've not agreed. Either we have agreed on something, probably a desk for something lighter, if there's something like that, and then they end up giving me something that will be more strong and hard and found. So just as Abby has said, patience, and also be disciplined.
Yeah,
be disciplined. You don't have to win these titles when you're 19. Probably when you're 29, that's when you're going to win. Look at Faith. Faith has broken her records in her late 20s.
Yeah, true.
So you don't need this greed and wanting things fast. So they need to learn patience. And also, whoever is giving these people, because I'm sure it's not themselves who are doing it, someone is enabling them.
Definitely.
That is quite wrong. You're just killing a talent. Just nurture them, help them with the funds, let them go train, let them go compete, get to know the audiences, the type of competition they should be getting themselves into, not banning someone from such an early age. So that's quite shameful, and we hope that moving forward our Kenyan athletes are going to be learning, especially now that ADAC is testing quite a lot. Our Kenyan athletes are going to be very cautious of what they take home, they're interacting with, the kind of advice they're taking, such things. Then we'll have at least a better nation where we don't have to be facing the shame list every now and then. We have at least every week we have 2 people being banned, 3 people, and it's not just someone who we don't, it's someone who's been singing, celebrating out here because I'm a win, then all of a sudden I'm a banned. Like, you're making us feel like, yo, we don't deserve this type of treatment as fans. We don't.
Yeah, true. I totally agree with you on the doping cases and the enablers, and it was passed that anyone who tries to, make the athletes dope is a criminal. So doping is a criminal offense right now, and just people have to beware outside there. The world is watching you. I've just remembered the case of Brenda Chebet. She was also like very young and upcoming, and now her dream is like shattered. So people should be careful and honest and self-aware of themselves. So that's it for our Pulse Sports recap. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.